So this time we've got our old friend Leaf RU, who actually is a European but plays on the Russian server. And if you remember when I did a sort of a kind of early view of the Mini Borsig, I picked up his replays that he posted on the EU server replay site, because at that stage it was only available in Russia. Subsequently got sold obviously in Europe and North America and Southeast Asia I think as well, but for a limited time only. Leaf posted this one up on the European replays site, so we thought we'd have a look and see what it's all about. And it's an absolute beauty of a game. Now personally I love this little thing. It's I call it the Mini Borsig, but because it just reminds me of it. It's got no armour. It basically has the Jagdtiger 88mm gun on it, so very accurate, very fast firing, but on a chassis that just is, it's just paper. And and there we go, first victim. Chassis that's paper and incredibly slow moving. It does have very good camo values. I'm sure he would have been spotted, Leaf, if he'd had Sixth Sense, so we would have known about it. So I'm not sure he's got Sixth Sense on this crew, because firing on that T-37 would have, I'm sure, shown him up. It's always interesting to see how things happen on the Russian server, because there's a lot more players, and I think the variety and place ability is much wider, from what I understand. So here we go, there's a Su-100M1. He's also worried about where their T-37 has got to. I think he's out of trouble for the moment, so it's really that Russian tank destroyer he's got to worry about next. Yep, indeed, there goes the T-37, actually drowned. He obviously tried to get around too close to the edge of the cliff, and there's no way up there. So Leaf is basically doing what TDs need to do. He's camping, he's waiting, looking for the opportunity shot. And you know, there are people like to play TDs much more aggressively these days. You see people in particularly things like grills and scorpions flying around the battlefield, derping people in the face, and that's probably a valid tactic in those sort of TDs. This thing, however, is very, very slow. Only has a 140 horsepower engine, which is perfectly reasonable given its low weight when you're on the flat. But you have any kind of difficult terrain or hill or even just a little bump, and you lose so much speed it becomes almost impossible. So you can go balls deep in it, but it is blooming hard to do, and it's not advisable unless you are pretty certain the enemy are not about. But the problem is, at the moment, he doesn't seem to have any targets. Nothing has pushed this way, and his team is starting to lose. It's 4-6. He has only fired one shot so far. Oh, there's a Hellcat. Okay, Hellcat is deciding to wander across the open. Put a nice shot into him. 222 damage. There's also a KV up there. No, there isn't. He's now down. Now the Hellcat's coming up, gonna try and have a poke. And Leaf has got to be careful here because he's got no real backup. And gets a lovely snap there. Hellcat tried to poke round, not sure whether it's just his gun depression let him down or something, but Leaf was able to poke a shot out and bang, took a nice 200 health off him. You notice though his team is now losing bad. It's 6-9. Has a shot on the Steve 74 but misses. He's still got some nice shots here while he's staying arty safe. Oh, he was unlucky. I thought that was a hit on the SU. Really did. Okay, so it looks like the Hellcat's died. Oh yeah, the E25 came around and took him out. He's going to push up, see what else he can get a shot on. And he's just using this tank securely, making sure that he's not overcommitting, making sure he's not getting himself into a real problem area, just trying to keep the gun singing. E25, can he put a shot into him and track him? He's aiming for that drive wheel there, manages to track, but he's obviously repaired. It's a shootout between the two tier 7s. Not much of a shootout because somebody else helps out and takes down the E25, but Leaf gets a nice piece of him too. So there's the, oh, that's a nice first kill for Leaf. He takes down that SU-101. There's the Steve 74, nice tank that, Steve 74, but not when you're being hit by an 88mm into the side. Might do side, front, doesn't really matter in those Steves, they've got no armour. All around lightweights. Steve doesn't seem to know where Leaf is. Now he does, but he's taking him down. Right, so he's down. There's only 2 tanks left. There's one in the cap behind him. He's dropping down to try and get that. Oh, he was unlucky. Very unlucky. Took a shot from the A44. He'll finish him off this time. There's the 67. That was who was in the cap. Artillery raining shells in left, right and centre, but luckily friendly artillery takes down the T-67. So, wow, that was a bit intense. So Leaf is now on nearly 2,000 damage, 3 kills. The enemies still have an 82, which is going to be quite tricky to take down, and an IS and one of those Russian tier 7 artillery, the S-51, which has so much splash damage it's not even funny. So, okay, so who's this in the cap? My bet is on the 82. They have a habit of just trundling across the map and getting in caps. But let's have a look. And it doesn't look like Leaf wants to risk it yet. He's waiting until the Lorraine artillery has got into a better spot, and he's going to come in at a different point because enemy would have known that where he started from, and chances are they would have been looking straight towards that gap where he would have come up. Instead he's coming around the back, he's using what mobility he's got. The Lorraine doing a good job, telling him that he's loaded and ready to go, which is really good teamwork. Leaf acknowledges that he's seen that, which is also good. So they're working together well here. They need to. There's 4 enemy tanks, there's only 2 of them, but they have the ability to, they're better tanks in many ways, and they should be able to take these fellas down if they work together. But no sign of the enemy tank. Where is he? Oh, but there's an IS. Oh my goodness, and it's full strength IS. Nice shot. Has he not been spotted? Or is the IS is AFK? Oh my goodness me, you lucky buggers. He realises it and he says, okay, screw that, we'll leave it alone and go and get the guy who's on the cap. So it must be that A2. But where is he? Where is he? There he is. There he is. Doesn't get a reset on him. Oh my word, no, come on, please, please, please. Reload, reload, reload. Wow. 3 seconds to go and he reset it. Here comes the... oh no, I thought that was a tier. SU-122A. Oh, there's another artillery. I didn't realise there was another one in the game. There we go. So he took him down. It was worth taking the shot from the AT just to make sure of that shot onto the turret. And suddenly the game's turned around. You've got that AFK IS. Leaf is on 5 kills. He might as well go and get his free kill here. There we go. Mind you, will the arty take it from him? Because of course the arty will be able to see. And clearly Leaf is doesn't have a sixth sense here because he hasn't lit up. But luckily he takes the kill. So that's his top gun. He's on 3,400 damage. Okay, you can argue he was lucky with that IS. He got 800 free there. You know, you got to get in the right places, and he played it really well around the cap. He made sure he kept his health till the end. He only really took one trade that he couldn't avoid taking, and that was against the AT2. Everything else he did, and he had to take that trade because that way he could aim in on the AT's commander's hatch and take him down. So it's now just a question of finding that Russian artillery. Doesn't tend to move very far because it's big and slow and heavy, but it does have a big old gun, and it's well capable of shotgunning either of a Leaf or his friend in the French artillery. So how's Leaf going to play it? Is he going to go and get in the cap? He's loaded HE. Not sure I would have bothered with that, but off the top of my head, 350 hit. Yeah, so he can't. I don't think he can one shot even with HE. So okay, there is Our artillery have found their artillery. Leafs. Now this is where you see the speed, lack of speed of the Mini Borsig. Look at it crawling up this hill, doing all of 12 kph as it comes up the hill. Artillery are going face to face. It's a derp out. Leaf saying I'm getting there. The artillery saying come on, come on, come on, help, help, help. And it doesn't realise quite how slow this German TD is. But it doesn't look like the Russian's committed himself. Okay. The artillery's turned round. Nice shot. Really nice shot. Artillery's fired, so he knows he's got him any time he wants him. There we go. Takes him down. Shuts him down for a really, really good win. Great game. So really good teamwork at the end of that match between the artillery and Leaf. Very, very good play. He comes up with the ace tanker. He gets spotter, bruiser, duelist, fire for effect, defender, because he reset the cap on, was it 9, with 3 seconds to go. Got high caliber and of course top gun. Unsurprisingly top of his team. 4,053 damage, 7 kills, 1,664 base XP. Lorraine finished third in the end with 1,090 and 1 kill and 507. They work really well together, particularly at the end of the game there. I don't know how good Leaf's Russian is, but it didn't matter. They knew what they were doing, and the artillery told him when he was ready to fire, and Leaf acknowledged it, and that way they were able to work together, which was really good play. Leaf fired 23 shots. He hit with 22 of them. There's the accuracy, penned with 21 for that 4,000 damage. He took 4 hits. Miraculously, 1 bounced, which is just extraordinary in this thing. I can't remember how much armor it has. It's about 15 or maybe even just 10 millimeters armor. It's negligible armor. So amazing he did anything. He got nearly 1,500 assistance damage as well, and he base capture points of 100, so maximum base capture also. And look at this, it's a premium tier 7 tank, not even a tier 8, but he made 128,000 credits. Very, very few costs. Didn't need to fire any premium. You don't need premium in this really. It doesn't get preferential, so on the occasion when you get in a tier 10 you might tier 9 you might need some then, but the rest of the time that 88 is good enough to deal with most things you're going to face, and he didn't fire any premium, so made an amazing profit, 120,000 profit out of that game. Even if he'd not been running a premium, he would have made 78,000. Very impressive. And in terms of credit, with the experience, just shy of 3,000 experience. Wasn't even his first game of the day, so that was just the game plus his modifier for being in a premium tank. Very, very impressive. Would have been just shy of 2,000 if he hadn't been running premium. Excellent, excellent game. Really, really impressive one there, Leaf. Thanks for sending that one in. And if you've got a game that you want me to feature on the channel, please just upload it to the WoT Replays site. If you don't know how to do that, check out the video that I did about doing replays and enabling replays. Upload it to the WoT Replay site. Send me the link to that replay, not the whole file, just the link to my email address, gamerdom13@gmail.com, and I'll take a look at it. And if I think it's something interesting and fun to put on the website, on the YouTube channel, I'll do so. In the meantime, thanks for watching. If you can click like, that would be fantastic. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel. That would also be outstanding. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun. Remember, it's just a game, and try not to take it too seriously. And I'll see you again soon. It's Gamerdom out.